Hello, my name is Abe, and today I'm going to be checking out Smash It Wild, the demo. Is this a volleyball game? It might be a volleyball game. However, and as I alt-tab, I apologize for the muting of the game, it is made by Goblin Studio and published by Goblins Publishing, who also made and published such games as Shogun Showdown, which I very, very much enjoyed. So, it looks like they have quite a long history of games in development. Ozymandias out there. Banners of Ruin were from them as well. And Legend of Keepers and Robothorium and lots of games that maybe you've heard of or maybe you haven't. But I thought let's check out their new demo for Smash It Wild. Let me reduce the volume a little bit more as well. Again, I'm sorry for the muting, but I hate when games don't have you an option for keep playing when you're alt-tabbing. Immediately when I think of this game, my mind is drawn to, if you've ever played it, I believe it was called Pyre, from the same developer as Bastion and Transistor. Can't remember the name of that company right now, but it was a basketball game, but really interesting. I think it was basketball, football, something like that. I don't know. Let's check out. So yeah, it was a super giant game. So, sports games can totally work in the space. I don't know if this is going to be a roguelite, but the Greenfielder S, the Arctics, or the Totems. I love the look of everyone here. We've got the beaver, the moose, and the bird. We have some sort of bird, a wolf, and a bear. And the Greenfielders, a deer, ox, and frog. Elysians are versatile warriors. They buff, heal, and protect their teammates while weakening the opponent thanks to large area attacks. They dictate the rhythm of the game by gaining the upper hand. Arctics create ice slabs to disrupt the opponent and aim at undefended areas to score. The strategy combines tactical positioning, push damage, and weakening the opponent to take control of the game. And the Totem. This team places power totems in the area to boost actions and gain long-term control of the game. Certain players' attacks are enhanced based on the number of totems affecting them. We're gonna start with the Greenfielders because it should be hopefully easy. There will be a tutorial. There's also different characters, but I assume we get all three of them. I do find it funny that the button kind of misplaces, but it's a demo. New run. Volleyball game to start. Welcome to a Smash It Wild match. Anything goes, that's the sloth. Anything goes in this game. You can push your opponents off field to weaken them, or weaken them. You score by hitting you score by hitting one of the 6 tiles without any opponent receiving the ball. So it's literally just volleyball rules. But you can push your opponents off the field or weaken them, probably so that they can't move as far. We have health, they have health. Select your players and place them on the field. Ox, you go in the front. Toad and Doe, you go in the back. And Place Bool, you go in my pocket. Kaka, thank you very much for the resubscription. Place. Attacks reduce the opponent's stamina. So I'm gonna guess not the health, but maybe the bar here. And produce various effects. The defense reduces suffered damage. Maybe that's the defensive stat, I don't know. Reducing stamina is blue here, so I'm thinking stamina is the heart. Reducing your opponent's stamina limits their movement, but doesn't prevent them from playing. Okay. So, I see. So, I think we've received, and now, just in case you don't know volleyball rules, there's a rules button up here, but let's see how accurate I am. One team does a serve from right behind the board. It's not a board, it's the play area. You serve the ball into the other side. You get 3 touches on the ball before you have to send it over to the other team. You don't have to use all 3 touches, but you tend to do that. We're gonna do it like a setup, and then another player of ours is gonna do a setup, and then the third player of ours is gonna do an attack to launch it onto their side of the board. The first team to score 2 points wins the match. Target one of the 6 on-field tiles. Make sure the opponent does not receive the ball. Moving cost is 1 stamina per tile. If no player can reach a tile, then the point is scored. Light can move 3, medium can move 2, heavy can move 1. Understood. So we're gonna serve the ball from the bowl right next to the toad here, okay? Hold on. Admittedly, I don't know how to interact with the game. The tutorial it's leaving a lot for like desire. Do I click on your side? My side? Hold on. +2 strength if the target is on the same row. Ball call. Move. Allows to move 1 extra tile for 1 stamina. Doesn't end the turn. Reflex? Here? I don't know what's going on with, like, the commands. You and your opponent play in turn, choose a player to receive in the movement range. If the players are grayed out, they're too far away. Okay, so... I see. So currently, the ball's coming towards us. The current active effect on the ball is Canine. Push 1, apply fragile. Pushes by 1 tile per point. Suffers 2 damage per tile pushed against an obstacle. If the obstacle is another player, both suffer the damage. Fragile, the next crash damage is doubled. So if we move the bull over, we'll get crashed upon and we'll both take damage. If I move the toad over, we'll move back and we'll take the 2 stamina damage from the canine formation, which is, I think that's what that is. That seems good for us. He gets knocked back, but he has the ball. So he set it up to Doe. I don't know why he set it up before I, like, gave an action. I don't know. Like, is it a turn order thing? He passed it to the next player in turn order automatically, and now I can move with Doe, who has the ball. Maybe, so I might need to look at the turn order a little bit more. I do wish there was more information present in this tutorial. It doesn't have to be like a fully fledged tutorial, but give me the rules. This is not giving me the rules. I don't know what to click on. I need... Okay. Slow a slime? Wait, whose turn is it? Is it Toad's turn? Grants sequence if Toad is off field. All teammates gain sprint. Sends a slime puddle onto a free tile on the row. Allows to aim targets off field. Player can repeat their attack. Repeat attack? Well, he's on field, so that doesn't matter. So, who the hell is currently active? Is it the person with the ball? No, I think it's Toad. So why don't you make a boggy backhand? No, okay, I think I understand a little bit more about what's happening here. So currently, Doe is doing the setup. The current player who's acting is actually the diamond in the bar here. And the next player to get a turn is going to be dog. I don't know, like, what is the symbol on dog, though? You have Bon Appetit. You push. Suffers or pushes by 1 tile per point, suffers 2 damage per obstacle. Is that what he's planning on doing? I don't know. Okay, look, we're just gonna do a slime puddle. I see. So he was the one that they were deciding was going to do the actual attack. So the game told me what was gonna be coming in. It was another push. So I would get pushed off the board if I do this, but we should probably still have Toad do it. I don't know what happens when he gets pushed off the board, but I can't like redirect the ball at all. So Doe is, so if I look at the turn order, I don't know if this is a turn order, but the next person doing a spike is going to be Bull. Our Bull is going to be the attacker on this next turn. So if we give it to Toad, he will set it up for Doe, who sets it up for Bull. So we got pushed off the board, set it up to Doe. Now Bull's got an action. We could move first or team play. If the Bull's on the front row hits along the column, so I can actually knock out like 2 people. It also gives me a preview. So if I hit here, it will actually knock out 2 opponents, because they're gonna send someone in to catch it. So we hit the entire column. I should pay attention to what the enemy is doing. So the current incoming action is Mutt, who's doing a bark. Pushes all enemies in the targeted column. Honestly, like, Frog can just take it all. If they're just gonna push him, he can stay there. So now it's Doe's turn. They're gonna do another push. Strength. Each point increases damage dealt by 1 or push. I mean, if I play it here, they can't reach it in time because these people are exhausted, which means they can't move. Okay, score. You win the match. It's very confusing because if you don't know the rules of volleyball, you're not gonna know what the hell's going on. And also, I'm having a hard time interpreting like the UI, what I'm supposed to be clicking on, what my actions are. I thought I would get 3 actions like per turn. I'd be able to assign the receiver, who they set it up to, and who does the spike. But it's actually just round robin. Toad got the first spike, then it was Doe, then it was Bull, or maybe in the opposite order. So you have to plan for that ahead of time. So we can get strength on Bull, strength at the start of turn on Frog. Hitting a slime puddle splashes it onto a random tile, says on Doe. Slime puddle is a Toad effect. Why not? And we can get money. Let's just give Bull strength so he does more damage. Day 12 is the tournament. Okay, there's our team. He's a little weak, but we can heal him up. He has no passives. Oh my god, they're giving me actual important tutorial information now. The icon above an opponent shows who's playing next and their attack. You may adapt to that, but you never know which tile they're gonna hit. Why are they... I feel like there's a problem with the tutorial. It should have played this during the match. When a player is pushed against an obstacle, they lose 2 stamina per push value. If pushed against another player, both lose that much. I'm like, can I make the game give me more tutorials by just like interacting with this menu? I don't think so. Okay. So, abilities. Feint. Repeat attack. You can aim off field. The Doe gives adrenaline and resilience, ignores the target's resistance. I don't know what that means. Or double resistance. If the Bull's in the front row, hits along the column. That's basically his thing. Toad also had no defense, so maybe he shouldn't be the receiver on those knockback hits or something. I don't know. How do I leave? Okay, schedule. Objectives. Send 1 medium opponent off field 3 times. Okay, so these are like challenges for the next match. Reduce all opponents' stamina to 25%. score with a heavy. Let's do reduced stamina. Oh, and we only get one option from that day. So day 2, we could rest Toad or go to the store. Let's rest. Let's gain. So endurance. What is endurance? Is it just your health, your heart back? It is your heart, which is stamina, not endurance. Okay. Let's do a match. For how good like the game looks, and I love the animations as well, they really need to do a pass on UI and tutorials. Holy cow. Okay, placement select. Ready. So Doe is our striker right now. The next striker is going to be Moggy, who's going to be doing Furball. Apply out of breath. Movement consumes more stamina. That's not that bad. It's also going to do 3 damage. So we should have like Doe catch that because she has 3 in, defense. She'll take no damage from the hit, I think. Stressed reflex gives adrenaline and resist. Ignores the target's resistance, gives resistance until the next reception. I don't understand what these things mean. I don't know what resistance is. And I don't know volleyball terminology. What part of the play is the reception? Is it receiving? Or is it after you set up the ball, the reception is who actually does like the hit? I don't know. Okay, I do like a quick push right here. Does some damage. They set it up. This is going to be, I think, something that we want Doe to grab. It's going to cost 1 stamina because we have to move, but because of her 3 blocks, she won't take any like damage off of that, basically. La perfecta on la... Is that the cat speaking Italian? The bull's in the front row, hits along the column. Yes, we're gonna hit all of you. I might as well make you move for it, so I will hit here. You're very weak. Montre Louise. I guess I'm French as well. Feint. Allows you to aim off field, and it's gonna push. So we need to grab it. He's light, so he has better movement. What's interesting is that I don't understand why I even have to go for this ball. Because if you hit the ball off the field, you lose. So I'm assuming that in this crazy world of volleyball, we have to defend. But realistically, we would just do nothing. We would pass our turn and then win. So I'm gonna send Toad in, because he's the only one who can reach it. And it is... Toad has the next attack, okay. But he's off field, so we can feint and grant sequence, which allows us to repeat our next attack, I think. So we're gonna, I don't know what that means, but let's feint. Get off the screen. Feint. Get. Okay, I can't target these squares appropriately. Is that a slime puddle? No, it's graffiti. Okay, so let's feint. Like here, I suppose. It came back to us. So we actually can repeat our next attack. Oh, we can get them so out of position. That's so weird that we have a second hit, but you know what? Take it. I'm gonna get this objective. We're gonna run through their stamina. Okay, unfortunately, you fainted, which means I have to send Toad in again, but he can make it. He's burning through his stamina, though, because he doesn't have any resistances. Doe's turn. Oh, dude. Big push. I'm working on my objective here. You're a medium. They're all medium. Reduce all opponents' stamina to 25% or lower. Is 2 not low enough? I guess 2 is not low enough on these units. What are you doing? You're applying out of breath. Takes more to move. We're gonna send in Doe, who can grab this one. We do need to like move our units around. That's what the move is for, I suppose. Okay. What is this? Hold on. Those are the tutorials! Oh my god, okay. I didn't see it up there. Each player can move during their turn before attacking. All movements cost 1 stamina. If it drops to 0, the player is able to attack, but unable to move. Okay. You're gonna move here. We're gonna hit the whole column. We're gonna completely ruin their stamina. Reduce all opponents' stamina to 25% or lower 1 out of 3. 2 of them are empty, so I'm not sure what we're doing, trying to reduce their stamina. But I have plenty of stamina to work with, I suppose. So we're gonna sequence break them. Objective secondaires. And now literally anywhere I hit, you're dead. Do I not have this objective? Do it, Toad. I better get my money. They're all broken. +1 strength at the start of turn. What's a turn? When the Doe suffers damage, the attacker is pushed by 1 tile. Dazzling move. +1 range to the next move. Let's do some damage to them. Oh, we have to do it 3 times, not 3 opponents. What? Okay, that could be made a little bit more clear. As is, I literally can't take advantage of this because there's not even 3 more combats. Well, I took a useless option. Meditate, rest, or store. Let's buy items. Attacks grant 4 stamina. On Toad, I do like that. Attacks grant 2 stamina. Attacks regenerate 3 stamina to all adjacent teammates. Well, attacks are only when you are spiking, which only happens once every 3 turns. Still, like, we could buy 2 of these and then have 2 people regenerate stamina. I guess this is also a passive, because it's a relic. Understood. Let's quit. Events! But first, team. You get the gloves, you get these gloves. Actually, I think I'd rather have the gloves on Bull. Fair weather. You don't have enough gold. Explore the beach to gain gold. I will gain gold. Events, training, or training. Trains a player with several upgrades or train your chosen players. Let's spread out the love. At the end of turn, each teammate with sprint gains resistance. What is resistance? Is that defense? All attacks push 1 tile. Now, does that hit AoE? Ending the turn off field gives sprint and enthusiasm. You're not going to be off field as often. Or we can just give it to everyone. Because now if you end your... hold on. If you end your turn off field, you gain sprint, and then also each teammate with sprint gains resistance, which is something. Okay, next match. I mean, honestly, I kind of like the game. I'm not really talking too much about it. My problem with it, though, is that I just don't know what's happening. It needs more description. It needs more tutorialization. It needs more explanation. What is resistance? I don't know. Beaver, bison, and eagle. Let's do this. All right, frogman. Let's give everyone sprint, because then we get resistance. This will burn through a lot more of the beaver's stamina. Now we all have sprint, our movement is better, and also we gain resistance. Doe has 4 resistance. Why does Doe have 4 resistance? And how can I read your passives? Escape? No. I don't know how to read the passives of Doe. Like, I want to be able to mouse over the stuff in the bottom left corner. But I can't do that, so I don't know. Place a totem on the player's row, gain tough. Won't suffer any damage from the next attack. Upgrades the player's attacks in its area power totem. Well, Bull can do it. He'll only take 2 stamina damage, and next time he attacks, he'll gain the stamina back. Honk! He's also going to attack here, which means we can hit the whole column. What the heck is that? That's the totem? It's like a summoning circle from Doom. Don't use your stamina, just hit. So this will allow us to at least remove your debuff from receiving an attack. But what does... Wait, okay, what's the circle? And this is the power totem in the back? Do I have to hit it with like a ball to break it? And what's the circle? Like the summoning circle here. The attacked area expands depending on the number of totems affecting the moose. There's actually 2 circles on their side of the field. What are the circles? Oh, that's where the totem is affecting it. Okay, I see. Totem is currently affecting the 2 circles. Oops. Game, are you okay? It doesn't show he's under the effect of a totem, I don't think. I don't know what the symbolism. Okay, here's the thing. I think if we move down here, this is for the best, because I want to not have him be in a totem power. We can do that by attacking here. Okay, I didn't realize it was gonna push, but it also broke their totem, which seemed really good. How did that happen? I didn't know he pushed on attack, but I'll take it. You're not under the effects of totems, so... Oh, we can swap positions of units if we have available movement range. Okay, nifty. Well, I'm just gonna let the doe catch it because she's not actually suffering that much. Well, she's suffering a little bit, but it is an 8 attack. You might as well block as much of it as you can. Yeah. But you weren't under the effect of a totem. Next attack coming in. I did just pick that thing up for the pushing on attack. I just wish that, like, I could look at my inventory. Place a totem on the player's row and column. Place a totem on the player's row and column. So there will be 1 totem here, and then you can't put a totem here because the bison's there. But you are attacking, so you might move first, which would be the best move for you to make. Okay, doe's turn. We need to work on their light unit, I think, because that's the unit that is going to be catching all of their balls. So we could push. Which just kind of knocks them around a little bit. We can ignore the target's resilience, double resilience until the next reception. I don't know what resilience means. However, that still seems like a decent move because granting resilience until the next reception might be nice if resilience is block. But I don't know if it's the same symbol, but it's a different color for the symbol. And it doesn't look like it's actually getting around target's resistance because I'm only doing 1 damage on this move, and I'm only doing 1 damage on this move, so I'm definitely not ignoring target resilience. So I don't know. I don't understand what's going for that. Because that's defense. I think it might just be a translation problem, honestly, and I hate to say it, but I think that might be the case. Okay, +2 strength if the target is on the same row. We will get +2 strength if I target here. We're not really doing that much damage, but... I think we gain strength. They have a lot of totems. What are you doing? You're just that was just to place totems. Now I'm gonna catch the ball. Frog has the next action. Okay, you are going to gain tough again. And you're gonna get another totem out on the board. Sends a slime puddle onto a free tile on the row. All teammates gain sprint. And then what was the thing with sprint? They gain resilience? That didn't seem to really do that much, but again, I don't know. I could faint. If I faint here, he can move through his own totem. I don't know if that'll cause the totem to break. But making him... do you think making him move through the totem would cause it to break? Oh, it's so tempting. Either way, it's a good move to make the beaver move, so let's do that. It didn't break the totem by moving through it. I've got to bump him into it. Okay, Frog can grab this. He can just heal later on. Now, we're gonna knock him back again. Actually, can I just win? No, not quite. They still have the ability to reach it on the board, but I can knock them all back, which will also break 2 of their totems and get them really out of position. Might as well pop it here, that way you have to move for it. Oh, but then you don't break the totem! You idiot. Alright, you're not under any totem effect, so honestly, like, Bull's just gonna grab it. Doe's up next. She is low on stamina. Okay, can I break him? No, I can make the beaver run. Like, why does this is what I don't understand. Why does this attack knock out the bison's stamina? He has 3, but 6 defense, and I'm hitting for 6. Fusha, welcome. This is Smash It Wild. It's a volleyball game on Steam. I'm checking out the demo. I would say maybe read a tutorial on volleyball because the game's really not giving you very much to work with. But it's a fun game. Smash it, pass or something, says the Nora. You know, that's close enough. Pushes by 1 tile per point. What does that mean? Per point of what? Push? In which case, I like the idea of making the moose break his own totem and then run out of stamina basically completely. But the moose, I don't really care about his stamina because the beaver can still catch a lot of the balls, but still, we can knock him out. Again, I don't really know why we were able to do so much there on your defense. Okay, you're gonna place a totem. Power totem, power totem, power totem. So your attack power is now 4, and you're gonna place another totem. Still, I can just like, my bowl doesn't even have to move, so I don't know what you're doing. You're not really accomplishing that much. Frogman is so close to being able to knock it outside of their range. Free tile in the back row, -1 mood, or move boggy backhand, huh? I think I'm just gonna keep the beaver running around. Although what I could do, hold on, I'm so close, I think, to being able to win. If I move outside of the board and feint and attack here, if they move the eagle in, I can win on this turn. Yeah, I can win right now because the eagle's gonna, as a medium player in the right side there, they can move 2 tiles. So they're gonna move the eagle here to block, but I get a second attack. So if I attack in the top middle, then they have no one with enough movement to reach that point on the board. I don't care about this objective. I don't know how to even do that. So let's smack, second hit. Ah, okay. So I'm mistaken because a feint still has to be a valid target. So they have to be able to reach it, which I guess gets around the rule of you're not supposed to be able to attack the open tiles on the board that are outside of the range. Okay, I get it, I get it. Well, let's have the beaver move. He didn't break his own totem, unfortunately. Very strange. I'm starting to understand. So they basically buff the bison, is what's going on there. Oh, get knocked. It's a lot of damage, but look, I have 1 move, and it's this. Ooh, oh god, that's so good. Makes the beaver unable to move next turn. Oh, I like that right there. Because again, we have an opening right there that we can theoretically... Oh, that's gonna hurt. We can theoretically get real close to knocking you out, but that's a huge damage move from you. I should have maybe broken their totems. Regardless, we're not gonna die. You're on the effect of 1 totem. Are you? Yeah, so it affects the entire column, this attack. I wish I could have my toad just move out of the way, but that's not gonna happen. So take it. And... I mean, we should, yeah, we can end it here. I definitely also did not break all of the stamina on the opponents, so I don't know why it's at 2 out of 3 now. Attacks aiming off-field inflict 3 extra damage, +1 range of the next move, +2 strength on dough. I mean, I love that idea of feinting now that I understand it a little bit more, so... Oh, now we have to do a second one. It's your first match against other Wilders, the other tournament favorites. In a match against Wilders, you need to win 2 rounds. Okay. I understand. I didn't understand before, now I do. Hey, the totem shouldn't be on the board. I think having played volleyball is a detriment to one's understanding of this game, says Lenore. I still don't know what resistance is, so I don't really want to use that. I kind of want to just break your stuff. So I'm breaking your stuff. I hate that Bull has a move because he's under the effect of two totems, so this is gonna hurt. Like, a lot. But Doe can survive it. And I certainly, I think, want to feint here. Well, maybe not. I mean, it actually does do a lot of extra damage twice. Well, no. Well, yeah. No, yeah. So for 1 stamina, we get to attack twice, gain 8 stamina, and make them run around a whole bunch. And we get it again. He's already broken. He's a broken toad. And by toad, I mean beaver. And now they have no one over here on the right side of the field. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. There's no way you can do it. No, they're not. We're not quite there yet. Let's have Bull grab that one. I can't break all of their totems, though, so I don't know what to do about that. He is in a bad spot. It'll knock him back again. They can't do anything. They had to send him down to the middle so he can cover the board. Oh. And you can't place a totem. There's no available totem place. They have a lot on the board, but still. All right, Doe's turn. Seems like a good time for just a big push. Oh, I can just hit him because he's off the board. How funny. Bull's turn. I mean, if I hit Bull, I don't even know if he can attack. At the very least, he's gonna be only under the effect of 1 totem, which is not that bad. I don't understand though why, like, there's a totem here, but it's not buffing anything. I don't understand the totems. I think we just hit him. Well, hold on. You know, I'm just gonna push, because I understand the push. It looked like she missed. Okay, he can attack from the back. But you know what? That's what Bull's for. And then we feint here. We get a second move, and score. 2 smashes in 1 jump, that's a frog's leg strength for you. Frog being able to attack twice in 1 turn seems really strong. Whoops! I think I clicked on my upgrade and picked it up immediately. However, that was the end of the demo anyways. Understandable. Okay, I quit the game as well. Hold on. I'm gonna relaunch it. It's got a cool, opening bit here too.
Smash it wild.
Smash it wild. It's capturing. There you go. Anywho, Smash It Wild. Not a bad game. I actually had a lot of fun with that. Ernstein did a lot of the work here. It seems fun. It seems interesting. I like the idea of sports-based, I don't know, roguelites. I never did play Pyre. I feel like maybe I should at some point. But the criticism that I have for the game as it is right now is that I don't understand what the hell is going on. The game needs to explain the mechanics, what you click on, when you click on them, what words mean, what is resilience? Is that defense? Is that a translation error? I don't know. It's a green shield symbol, not a yellow shield symbol, which is different from the yellow shield symbol that signifies defense. What is a reception? What part of the volleyball play is the reception? You know, there's a lot of just information that is not being given to the player. And it's not even information that you would know if you knew volleyball, other than reception. Like, the game mechanics. I didn't, for a while, understand what the bar at the top was. I thought that was a turn order. It's not, it's just listing all of the different people on the field. The diamond indicates that you're the one who's doing the spike, the attack, and the corresponding diamond on the enemy party is who will be sending it back to you. So a lot that needs to be improved there. But other than that, I actually do like Smash It Wild. I had a good time playing the demo. Once I understood what the game wanted, I realized it's actually pretty enjoyable. I like the cute animations. I like the characters that we have here. I'm interested to see how this game progresses through development. I've alt-tabbed, it is not frozen. I'm doing a quick little look here. Again, developed by the same people who made Shogun Showdown, and I really liked Shogun Showdown. So, planned release date, Q4 2025 for Smash It Wild. I'll be honest with you, that seems appropriate, because the game for the most part is functional. Like, it works, it plays well, they have mechanics in play. I just hope that by then, they can really work on the overall UI and new player onboarding. That needs to happen. But for a demo, this is still one of the better ones that I've played, and for a game, it's one of the better ones that I've played while playing these demos. It's unique, it's new, it's interesting. There's a lot of gameplay that you can fit into 6 tiles on the board that you have to work with on your side. Now, why on the boat on the screen here, there's only 4 behind the bull, you know, it's maybe this is just like a casual match on the boat. That's my assumption. Yeah, it's not a roguelite deck builder, and it's fun. For those of you on YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check it out. Check me out on Twitch. Support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next Let's Look At.